It's been 6 months since the Occupy movement began in New York City. What started as a protest against Wall Street quickly became an international phenomenon, contributing terms like the 1%, 99%ers, and the word Occupy itself to the cultural lexicon. Joining me to talk about where the movement stands now and where it's going are Occupy San Diego member David Abramson and SDSU political science professor Jonathan Graubart. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
David, let's begin with you. How did you get involved with the Occupy movement?
I got involved getting started by watching the initial occupations in Zuccotti Park and in Sacramento. And really, I've never been an activist my entire life. This is the first time I've ever, protested or been involved in something like this. And really, what drew me to it is this is the very first worldwide movement of people, standing up together across all different communities, all different backgrounds, all different ages, and coming together for a common cause and to create solutions for our problems.
And did you actually sleep in the concourse downtown?
I did.
For how many days?
Not too many days. I had a full-time job as well, but I've been down there pretty much every day since the beginning.
Now, I want to show the people at home some video of the height of this movement in San Diego when everybody was talking about. And so what you're about to see really are a number of people getting arrested for sleeping downtown, violating an ordinance. Now, Professor Graubart, I want to toss it over to you. Now, coming from images like the ones we're seeing now when everyone was paying attention to now, I think you'd be hard-pressed to find occupiers actually occupying a place in San Diego. Has this just sort of lost steam?
No, I don't think the Occupy movement has lost steam. I think what's most impressive is they now have infrastructure, both in San Diego and across the country. So now it has changed the discourse, as you've mentioned, but now it's one frame of reference for organizing protests and organizing a strategy that's an alternative to electoral politics in San Diego and across the country. So I think it's at a very interesting next phase.
So we're in an election year right now. Mm-hmm. And do you see how it's infiltrated perhaps the campaign, the political campaign as well?
It's infiltrated it in a shallow manner, which is not surprising because electoral politics is still pretty unappealing. I think the Democratic Party is trying to co-opt some elements of it, and the Republican Party is just trying to insult it whenever it can. So I think the Occupy movement needs to probably stay away from electoral politics and keep rooted in its independent alternative framework.
It was also criticized for sort of not having a leader, and perhaps that's why it maybe couldn't go further than what some people claim it, that it hasn't gone far enough. Do you think that's the case, that it needs a strong leader? I'll throw this out to you first of all, David.
Actually, I was very skeptical of the idea of a movement without leaders or any organization without leaders in the beginning, but what the 6 months at Occupy San Diego has taught me is that through consensus and through working together where everyone has a voice, we come up with better decisions than if we had a leader telling us this is what we should do. And it's really shown in all of our actions and our initiatives that we've gotten accomplished. And actually, it's really changed me to believe that, a decentralized structure, and it's not that we don't have leaders, it's that everyone is a leader, and we step up and we step back at different times. So I think there's a little bit of a misconception there.
So what have you accomplished then? You mentioned some, your accomplishments. What has the movement here in San Diego actually achieved?
So we had a National Bank Transfer Day where this is a nationwide action where 250,000 to 800,000 people took their money out of banks and joined credit unions. We got a union back into the ports through our port shutdown efforts. We've contributed to shutting down the SOPA and PIPA internet bills. Really what we've done is we've changed the collective consciousness of people, and we've really occupied the hearts and minds of people to kind of the injustices that are happening right now and the possibility that there is an alternative.
Now, David, early on when I asked you how you got involved with this, you spoke to the idea that this was a sort of this large movement being part of something bigger. But was there something in that message other than just the method of being part of a large movement? Was there something that spoke to you?
Yeah, there really was, and it's still kind of like intangible, but really why I'm there is I want to see a better world for me and for my children, when I have children, and for everyone around me, to create something new and to create something democratic and to create something that will create community and art and culture and sustainability. And I feel like we're all firing on the same cylinders, from all these wide perspectives, and we're getting things done.
Professor, is that just sort of, is this really a youth movement that has caught on, that has captured the minds of young people to finally feel like they're part of something more?
In part, it's a movement that's captured the youth movement, but I think it's something that's spread beyond that. I want to say something about the leaders. If you think about the civil rights movement and the African-American protests, I read about this over Martin Luther King Jr. He had a very imperious chief of staff, and he was rallying all these people to say, get behind the leader. And then this young man who later became one of the co-founders of SNCC, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, he went up to that reverend, the chief of staff, and said, Reverend, you say, follow the leader. Why not have lots of leaders? And I think that gets to the Occupy movement, and it goes beyond young people. I'm not particularly young anymore, and it speaks to me.
Okay, Professor Graubart and David Abramson, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.